Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the IceHQ Ice Rink here in a reservoir, Melbourne, Australia. I'm Warren Giant. We're on traditional land for the IceHQ Beer League C1 semi-final. It's the clash between the Swayzes and the Hellfish. And joining me this evening is none other than Zoe Stewart. This is the battle to get to the grand final. The Feisty Wizards won the golden ticket on the weekend by finishing top 5-0. Last Saturday. Tonight's winner gets to play them on Saturday night at the C1 Trophy. It's a new sports league. The Hellfish finished fourth in the regular season. They beat the Southern Lights in the semi, the Rockhoppers 5-2. Then the Swayzes finished second to beat the Southern Lights Warden 4-0. Zoe, what's going to happen tonight, do you think?
It's quite interesting that so we know that the times that the Hellfish have played the Hellfish actually won both times, but as you just said, the Hellfish did control the ladder again.
But there wasn't much in it. It was pretty close.
So yeah, I think it is quite a good matchup tonight. So I'm hoping to see what does happen with this game. Because you know that there are some players to watch. Rob Tower, who is the defender, is actually
that's unusual, isn't it? So just looking at the history of the two teams, when the Hellfish and the Swayzes played last time, the Hellfish won 4-2 and then they won 5-2. So both times fairly comfortable but not overwhelming victories. This game could go to either team. As we know, throughout the season, it's always a bit of a mystery. Who's there, who isn't? Is it a late game? Half the team doesn't show up. It's a beer league, C game, it all gets a bit random at times. But I think this game, absolutely, either team is well and truly capable of winning it. And I wouldn't want to pick this one at all, I think.
No, absolutely not. And I think I just do want to shout out the coaches among staff that have been this season. I think they're both very proud of the teams as they're now beginning to head off at the end of the warm-up to get set up for the first face-off.
Let's going to talk briefly about penalties. These two teams, if you have a look at them, they haven't made an awful lot of difference. Penalty counts for both teams have been pretty even throughout the season. Not particularly bad, but interestingly enough, the Hellfish have a pretty good power play. They've scored the best, they were the best in the league with a 15.4%. So roughly every fifth or sixth time they get a penalty, they were scoring well throughout the season. That's not too bad for C-grade players. The Patrick Swayzes, on the other hand, they have never scored on a power play throughout the entire season. So the Hellfish have a 100% shutout on their penalty kill, and the Swayzes about a 92% penalty kill. Still, penalties that add to fatigue, they make it hard. We're about to get underway, and they create chances that might not otherwise be there. We're about to get underway. Looks like Wisey taking the face off for the Swayzes. I can't see who that is for the Hellfish, but we're about to get the game underway now. Although, goalies, huh? There you have it. It's one of the Phoenix boys, and we're about to get underway now.
Here we go, and the Hellfish do win the face-off back to the D as they send it up to the slot to the centre, and they have entered the zone. A bit of a scuffle, but the Swayzes do get possession. Get it around the boards, still with possession.
See there, just at the very start of the game today, the ice is still a little bit sticky, so the puck occasionally gets left high. Now remember too, this is C-grade, so the guys are all relatively new to the game. What you'll find is that certainly early on in the game, the ice is a little bit wet, the puck does tend to get stuck.
The Swayzes get more possession and just storm into the slot for a great shot on goal. A goal from the Swayzes, the first goal of the game to open up. Can't quite tell you who that was from at the moment, but it was on that second shot just then.
Certainly not the start that the Hellfish would want, or for that matter, be expecting. The Swayzes did take a few risks on their breakout, carrying the puck up through the middle of the ice, but they got away with it, and they've got themselves up to a one-goal lead with 14 minutes and 25 seconds to play in the first.
Here we go, and the Swayzes, a bit of a scuffle, but the Hellfish do enter the zone once again into a little bit down low, and a shot on goal doesn't quite make it to the net, but they are in the boards in the corner, and pass in the slot goes behind the goal. Now the Hellfish is skating it around, looking for a chance, an opportunity to pass. Ooh, a trip there on top of the puck.
Seems right, everyone pulls over. The ref does have his hand up. So what's going to happen here is as soon as a Hellfish player touches the puck, we will get a penalty. So the Hellfish will have a player sitting in the penalty box now for 2 minutes for a cross kill. Where you basically whack the opponent with your stick. And that will be get back in 2 minutes, and this gives the Swayzes a player against Hellfish 4 players, one player advantage.
Let's see. Alpha and scuffle. Let's go to the Hellfish now. We'll bring it around the boards. Attempted icing. Swayzes managed to keep it in. Everyone stays in the zone. Ooh, right at the goal. Trying to get the puck. Stop the puck. Hellfish do get possession, and they are skating it up, but there is a turnover. And Hazy has possession once again for a shot. Ooh, and a save from the goal. Back around the boards.
Nice try in from the half forward, trying to get the shot in, but now the Hellfish pull the puck out of the zone.
Bit of a skate around their own zone. A little bit of pressure from the Hellfish still as they're trying to skate it up the boards, and they make it into the neutral zone. Once again, second advance into the zone. Boards, but there is a turnover from the Hellfish who ice the puck down to.
What the Hellfish can do here in this situation is every time they get possession and have blocks, they just dump the puck all the way down the other end. They don't get caught for icing in this situation, so it's a good way to run down the clock on the penalty. The game is early, that 1 goal deficit, not a huge disaster for them.
Another good shot, but again blocked by defender who then shoot it back down the ice once again. Goalie goes to fetch it, passes to a player, goalie goes for another attempt. What do we got?
We have about 40 seconds to go on this power play for the Swayzes. They have to score on the power play throughout the entire team. They're getting an offside. Now the offside here doesn't help them very much because with just 30 seconds to go, that will run the clock down at the end of this face-off here. They will probably find that the very shortly there. It was about 10 seconds to go.
Hellfish win that one, managed to send it back down. And they are adding a little bit more pressure now they know the penalty's nearly up. And Beck is about to exit the box, and it is 5-on-5 hockey again. Swayzes have possession in their own zone. But there is a bit of a scuffle along the boards into the neutral zone. Hellfish have possession. Ooh, bit of a pull. Everything is all good. Defensive, a shot on goal. Good, great save there. Great pad save by the goalie. Back out and into the
Jackson Tate there keeping the Hellfish in the game with a nice little save there aimed at the strike hole. This is Segre. These are mostly beginner players, so the skill level is not necessarily at a high rate. Certainly some loads of intensity and enthusiasm.
Absolutely, and that's what you want from any game, that intensity and that enthusiasm. You definitely see this from both teams. As we go
Wilkinson, a very risky cross-ice mark over the fence, and he did get intercepted by the Swayzes. That was a goal we did not have about that.
That is a great save. Swayzes! I believe that was a tip-in, maybe an assist by 60.
We'll see that on the replay
Thank
here
you,
in just a
there we
moment,
go.
so have a look at the replay. But that came about, Lisa Wilkinson for the Hellfish tried to clear the puck out, but she got it across ice. Couldn't really put them much in it, and that allowed the situations to get puck in the defensive zone and then create that scoring opportunity. You've got to be careful when you do clear the puck out of the defensive zone that you play it up in safe areas rather than what we call dribblers across the front of the ice. So that's where the Hellfish down there and that again.
Great teamwork from Swayzes. Let's see if that Hellfish can pick it up and get a couple in a row. Right, the Swayzes make another zone entry, dump the puck in, and skate towards it. Hellfish try to get possession through the scuffle. Still not cleared quite yet, and the Swayzes do get possession again. Gentle shot on goal. Away by Cook, I believe. Corners into the and sorry, that is another goal.
A very interesting start here. If you remember when these teams played each other throughout the season, the Hellfish won both times, 4-2 and 5-2, and with 2 minutes, with about 10 minutes into the first period, the Hellfish have already, the Patrick Swayzes have already scored more than they have in the other 2 games. They're up to a 3 goals to nil lead with about 10 minutes to go in the first.
Absolutely, and as we have the face-off, the Swayzes win that one, and they skate it up along the board. It's across the neutral zone, but there's a turnover at the blue line. Ooh, outlet pass to the winger, and it does go in, and that will not be icing. It's probably a blue line. And the Hellfish, bit of a scuffle, lost stick on the ground, and a shot on goal is saved by Shu. Great save there, and it does exit the zone.
Yeah, The Hellfish have to leave the offensive zone before they can break back in. Buys this place a little bit of time to get it.
Pass to the winger, goes back to the red line. They are offside. That has been cleared. Now the Hellfish are putting a bit of pressure on the Swayzes. We do manage to get it out once again. But a turnover lets the Hellfish regroup for a moment and attempt to
Obviously, the two good fly there very wisely in defence. Played the puck up the boards as opposed to threw the puck out of the zone and made a safe exit for the Swayzes. Good play there by them.
bit of pressure there in the Swayzes zone, but they do manage to get possession. Pass up to the winger and then enter the zone, but Hellfish do have possession. There is a scuffle in the corner. We're going behind the goal. Hellfish get possession, can ring it up the boards to get it out, but the Swayzes get another shot, and ooh, that is a save from Tate, and it goes in the corner. Another shot into the slot. Just dropped by the Hellfish, who flick it very high, and it does hit the...
Probably just outside the defensive zone or what we'll get a chance to see here is how the Hatchet Swayzes set up with their D. You'll often see in this situation defensive players moving quite a long way from the blue line. Now the risk here is if the Hellfish get behind them, they can create an offside. See if they can make that happen. Scoring opportunity that they need.
Scuffle still, and the Hellfish exit with possession. Get it up to their winger, who gets it out of the zone, but straight to a Swayze stick. And there is a turnover again as the Hellfish get possession, and they've got it in the boards. The pass goes awry, and back to the Swayzes, who's storming up through the neutral zone, into the defensive zone, and into corners. But another turnover with a slot pass. But the Swayzes do manage to keep it in on the blue line. Bit of a tricky back and forth there. High slot, almost blue line. What do we got? And they dump the puck in.
Not quite there, able to clear the puck out for the Hellfish. This time they clear the puck all the way down the other end. We have an icing. That would be the inside of Swayzes.
The Swayzes are straight in. Straight. Oh, they've got it out, so they are offside, and they are attempting to wait it out as they get back onside, which they are now clear. Keep it away from the Swayzes. They're quite a few. Swayzes back into the O-zone again, into the high slot for a attempted shot on net. Attempted cover up there by Tate. And the Hellfish get it out for another icing. And the Swayzes will go down, assess their options, and go from there. He goes storming right through the slot into the D. Bit of a dangerous play there, but he managed to get it out and pass into the defensive zone. Hellfish get possession. Swayze's got it back. And Hellfish down again for a third icing. Never mind, it has been cleared. Pardon me. We are battling in the corners again, but it does go up and out into the neutral zone, where the Hellfish will pass it.
Being all pressed by Brooks on the vortex for the Swayzes. At the moment, all the Hellfish are doing is just dumping the puck down the other end, forcing the Swayzes to break out.
Absolutely. It does allow a bit of a rest. You can't get that change. Swayzes once again, Hellfish have possession. Actually, Swayzes have possession, pardon me, they're in the zone. Passing to the slot is covered by...
So interestingly there, we saw a number of plays where the Hellfish were caught down in their defensive zone, and they've been resorting to dumping the puck far down the other end and turning the Swayzes around to go back to get it. A lot of power for the Swayzes to be going and bring the puck up. He's carrying the puck a lot though, you can see their D creeping in again. It's risky, but they get away with it.
That was a save, a bit of a desperation stick there, but they did not manage to make that rebound shot.
See that big juicy rebound. It was sitting there.
And it is cleared for an icing, so they're storming down the ice into the zone. Howler rings it up the boards, drops a stick, battle near the blue line, keeps it in, along the boards and out once again.
Nice Ash Elliott looks for the puck, but it's behind her. She's just missed it. And she's going in on the forecheck now to try and put some pressure on, I think that's Power, who deeks around her. Looks for an opportunity to clear the puck out of the zone.
Power passes up. And once again, they enter the zone. Attempt into the slot. Loose puck. Possession by the Hellfish. I believe that's Abramovich. And up to the Hellfish wingers who don't manage to quite hold on. Hazies once again have possession.
Scheme there, trying desperately to get the pass through to Oz, but she was being very closely pressed there by Ash Elliott, who did a good job of just breaking up that attack.
For sure, and now we're battling in the corners. Through is another icing. So the Swayzes will go back to collect that one.
Ben Fry clearing the puck around the side wisely. Oz there being closely pressed again. Ash Elliott having a big part of this. She's been on for a while, but she's having a big part in this play. Now she gets puck through the top of the bottom of the neutral zone, but she's just picked off. And she'll be pretty tired. She's been on the ice a while. And she goes over to get the well-earned change that she desperately needed.
Hellfish have possession, pass, and they have entered the zone. Bit of a one-on-one there that does exit to the neutral zone. Hellfish attempt to skate it up, don't quite get it, and sorry, Hazies. Hellfish get it down to their zone, just quickly collected up by the Hazies, who get it back into their O-zone.
So the Hellfish are finding themselves in an uncharacteristic position. It's certainly not what they would have expected. With just under 2 minutes to play, they're down 3-0 in the first period. Which is not the start they would have wanted, or certainly not what they would have expected.
No, absolutely not. They are managing to avoid many more scoring opportunities at this point, but they've got to create a few more for themselves as they skate up. There's a 3-on-1. There is a crash. Is there going to be a shot? There is a shot. It is around the back of the net, pardon me, and the Hazies do manage to get possession.
The Hellfish there managed to set them up a 3-0 and didn't manage to get a decent shot on net. Beautiful work there in the net by Zoo. He made a good save under a lot of pressure. He had 3 attacking players to worry about, but they didn't get him moving.
Absolutely, focusing on that puck as the Hellfish skate back up, and with a bit of speed, we've got Beck on that one. Bit of a scuffle, 2-on-1 scuffle, get it out, but the Hellfish have got possession, except still got possession, but a bit further back as there's a bit of a crash.
And with just under a minute to go, we will have one of the hat-trick Swayzes, I think, who will be sitting 2 minutes. So the Hellfish this time get a chance to get a counter-attack. We'll probably have about 25 seconds or maybe 20 seconds to go once the puck is dropped. This is the Hellfish's power play. They've got a 15% proportion of scoring on this play if they can make it happen. See their D pitching right in close. That's risky, boys, if the Swayzes get behind you.
Hellfish win that face-off shot on goal. Doesn't quite get to the net, but they do manage to keep possession as they pass it back around the boards.
Roylitz is free on the point, but they elect not to use him.
All right.
That comes through traffic, bounces around the back of the net. Swayzes will rim the puck around the back. It's picked off by Roylitz here on D, but he loses the puck. And with 5 seconds to go, the Swayzes with a 2-on-1 counter-attack. Gussing down in the corner. There's a loose player in the slot. The puck does not come across in time. And that ends the first period with the hat-trick Swayzes 3.
This game is our canvas.
Our choice, our freedom.
It's my way.
And mine.
And mine.
And mine.
It's the only way.
The ice doesn't discriminate.
It doesn't see color or gender.
All it sees is 60 minutes of pure effort.
A pure fun.
On the ice, we might be enemies.
But in the end, we're all allies.
This game's for everyone.
No matter who you are,
No matter where we're from, we're all ready to hit the ice.
Pretty high, and that's not what you want to happen. So if they can sort that out, screw their heads on, they're in with a chance. They are starting this period with 1 minute and 34 seconds of a numerical advantage. They will need to score a goal early to get themselves in this game, not only for the scoreboard, but also to get their heads in the game and build a bit of confidence. There is a lot to be said for momentum.
Absolutely. Right, and it is right into the zone. Into the low slot, shot on goal, and the Swayzes are with another goal, and that one was from 66, Josh Wise, their captain. I believe that's his second goal.
That's absolutely not what the Hellfish needed. That's a short-handed goal to the Swayzes. They were down a player, and they scored on a shorty. Now, we had mentioned earlier in the pre-game talk that they hadn't scored on the power play, but they've scored on the penalty kill, which is not what you would expect. Certainly if you were a Hellfish, they'd be a little bit disappointed in that. They have now got a 4-goal deficit, and they're still on the power play. They're going to need to score here.
On the power play, plenty of time to make it up for the game. We'll see what they do from here. Swayzes do dump that one down the zone, and Hellfish go to collect, but there is a bit of pressure there. And the Swayzes do go for it, and they manage to keep it in their O zone, Hellfish zone. A pass doesn't quite connect, but it is not icing, collected by the Swayzes, who send it back down again. Almost a shot on goal there, as the Hellfish collect that one, flip it up to the neutral zone.
Many a goalie would want that on their stats. It was a shot ref, honest. And we will have a whistle and the puck will be brought out. Looks like it's an offside. And so we will have the puck brought out to just outside the defensive zone. An offside in that situation, if the puck comes out of the attacking zone, all the attacking players have to leave the zone before any of them can go back in or touch the puck if they're in that zone area. So what's happened is one of the Hellfish has touched the puck on the inboard, but this will kill the penalty for the Swayzes, and we are back to full strength, 5-on-5.
Hellfish D skating up into the zone. Shot on goal, doesn't quite make it. Across the ice into the corner, where there is a keep in. Another shot on goal. Doesn't make it. Do they get the rebound? They are trying to get back into the slot, but it is taken by the Swayzes, but not cleanly out of the zone. It is still in.
So that's one of the best scoring opportunities the Hellfish have had so far through the game, and they're sustaining pressure.
Absolutely, another shot. Oh, and it goes in!
That's what they needed. They desperately needed that goal.
The Hellfish do manage to score, and I believe that was not on the power play.
No, the penalty kill was well over. That was a 5-on-5.
Time is
5-on-5 play.
Relative. And that's fantastic for the Hellfish now, who are probably feeling a little bit more back into the game. We are now at 5-1.
That was a result of sustained pressure. They got quite a few scoring chances there, and eventually one of them went in.
Absolutely. And the Hellfish now back to their D, who do the pass to the wing, and the Swayzes get it out, come up to collect and skate it into there, but they are offside. That will be a clear offside whistle there. Bit too eager to set up, perhaps.
The player there stuck offside was, I think, Ulysses Machado was just caught just a metre or so offside. The linesman in the perfect place to see that, and so we'll have a face-off just outside the defensive zone for the Hellfish.
All right, so the Hazies get possession of that one, but very low and to the boards, very deep into their zone. Hellfish are now clear as they enter, but Hellfish get it back right on the red line, and they're skating back into the zone. Pass to the wing, keeps it in, and there's a shot on goal, saved by Shu. Another shot, a rebound, and the Swayzes, another shot. Another save by Shu. And now the Hellfish are just pouring it in at the moment, but the Swayzes get possession back. Pass it up, dangerous pass, and the Hellfish keep it in. And it is high, it's in the middle, get it through the legs. Is this gonna be the shot? Bit of tricky moves there. Another shot and another goal by the Hellfish. A bit of fancy stick work there.
That was Lisa Wilkinson, who made her way up from D and deked around just about the entirety of the Hat-Trick Swayzes line. That was the Swayzes doing the same thing that the Hellfish did in the first period, which is not being able to clear the puck out of the zone. They were a bit tentative with their clearances. They tried a couple of cross-ice passes and they got intercepted. You've got to make sure you clear the puck out of the zone. The thing we teach the beginners is play the puck up the ice and play it up hard. It doesn't have to be straight up the middle, but you want to play the puck up the ice with some vigour.
Absolutely, and Swayzes win that face-off, but the Hellfish get possession back in the neutral zone. Hellfish with possession now, and a bit of swagger in their step as they enter with speed into the zone along the boards. Down low, they're trying to get it into the net. Will they go behind the net? Now a lot of scuffling happening in the slot at the moment as they skate it around the net. Hazies get possession back, and they manage to get it up and clear the zone. And now they're going the other way with a little bit of speed as they enter the O zone. Attempting to get it right in that middle of the ice there, down into the slot, skating around along the boards and behind the goal. Oh, a bit of a shot in front, a bit of a tricky one there, but into the corners, and there'll be a pass out into the slot once again. And another shot, oh, a bit of a rebound deflection. That was a great save there by Tate. Saw that rebound and, but into the slot again.
Brookskeen there, a little bit unlucky. She's made this play. She brought the puck in and made herself some time and space. Now she's in the slot battling. And there's a loose puck in the high slot. Can anyone get the puck? They dig it around, but Royson now will clear it out for the Hellfish, but only as far as Power, who drives the puck in. He's got a chance for a shot, and he waits and he shoots, but it's blocked nicely there. Hellfish get their pads in the way.
A lot of pressure here by the Swayzes, who still have possession. Hellfish get it, but pass it right back to the Swayzes, who skate around, put it into the slot, and they finally get it. The Hellfish finally get it out of the zone and just flip it up to the Swayzes, and there'll be a couple of players changing on that one. And the Swayzes are now working out what to do in order to get that one back up into their zone. Skating hard for the puck.
It's Brookskeen again. She's been on the ice a long time. It's been a long shift. She'll be looking to get a change. But Wisey takes the puck around, gets a shot from a distance, has a wind-up, and it is nicely saved there. Tate manages to just shut the 5-hole in time, denying Josh Wise his second or possibly third goal. With under 9 minutes to go now, the lead to the hat-trick Swayzes 4 to the Hellfish 2. So the Hellfish with 2 goals so far throughout this period. That's got them right back in this game.
Absolutely. And Hellfish have got possession and are skating it out up the boards. A lot of speed. That is clear entry into the zone. Now they're attempting. Or pass just missed into the boards, but they have clear possession still, so attempt to get a shot into the slot or right on goal. Heading around the back of the goal there, up to the... A scuffle does lead to a turnover, but Hazies do not have it out. Deep in their zone at the moment along the boards. And they're ringing around the boards. No one is on the weak side, so who will get to that first? It will be the Hellfish, who still have possession, and they're a bit closer. We're getting into the slot now. Puck is out and loose. Hellfish get possession again. Skating it in. Shot does not quite make it, but Shu does poke that one back into the corner.
So we're going to forgive the Hellfish a little bit here for that very deep attack there. We had Abramick getting himself very deep, and none of the Hellfish coming back to cover for him. So they were a bit exposed. If the Swayzes had have managed to get possession, he would have got behind them and created an odd-player rush. But the Hellfish got away with it there. They just want to be a bit careful. They are in this game. It's not yet time to say damn the torpedoes and take crazy risks.
Absolutely not. This has been a long time down this end for the Swayzes, I'm sure. And that was an offside that is cleared as the Swayzes send it down. Tate puts it into the corner, so that is no icing. I believe it was touched up as well. Misses the stick of the Swayzes, and now they do have possession in their own zone, skating around and looking for a pass, which is then taken by the Hellfish, who are getting reset as well. And the D is skating up with speed into their O zone, getting into corners. Some great body positioning there. Pass back to the D, doesn't quite make it. Another Patrick Swayzes skate up with speed and dump it into their zone.
Wilkinson racing there in the back check for the Hellfish. She just managed to cut off that attack. Good play there by Lisa Wilkinson.
Absolutely. Now we're near the hash marks, and a bit of intensity leads to a bit of a fall off the boards, and that is cleared for icing, so they will put pressure on.
Osborne there doing the right thing. He got a little bit confused. The puck was stuck under his feet, and he elected to dump it in deep. That keeps the momentum moving forwards. The Hellfish had a little bit of a chance there to follow it in, and as a result, they did create a scoring opportunity. Didn't score for it, but it was good play there by Osborne.
Absolutely. Hellfish. No one. Oh, there we go. Sorry. Hazy's have possession. Cross the slot. Hellfish get it out of the zone. Do create a turnover. But the Hazies will have to reset for their zone entry. Skating into the middle of the ice in the neutral zone. Just offside now, getting reset, and they're over. That is a clear zone entry. Flip it into the zone, but the Hellfish have set up player into the slot, pardon me.
Wilkinson just managing to get the puck clear with just a backhand right at the very length of her ability to stretch for the stick. Sorry, stretch for the puck.
Now the Hazies have possession.
Then Fry looks to get a shot through, but Wilkinson blocks it with her pads, and now she's got a chance to play the puck up. Finds Patrick's on the burst. Sorry, Hellfish on the burst.
Back,
a wall of Swayzes back there in defence.
And I believe that's Elliott with the puck. Doesn't quite manage, and that is icing. So the Hellfish will skate back and look to.
We did make the point earlier during the pre-game that Rob Power was a player to watch out for the Swayzes. He's done a great job in defence for them. Every time he's got near the puck, he seems to have plenty of time. And a great read of the game and just clearing the puck down the other end. The Swayzes don't need to do anything silly. They've got a 2-goal lead. It's the Hellfish who have to take the risks.
Absolutely. As there is a bit of a battle for that one that leads it to the backboards behind the goal line. Swayzes flipping it up the boards a little bit, but there is a scuffle along the boards. And the puck is out of the zone, pardon me, but it's to the Hellfish now in the zone. A lot of pressure, but there is, oh, the puck is stuck in the middle of the ice. Easily taken up by the Swayzes who entered the zone.
Powers
3 on 2.
in the top, goes for a
that was a backhand. Didn't make the net, but it looked very cool. Now the Hellfish have possession, but they do a turnover. Low hash, not the hash, pardon me, into the high slot, and that is a goal! Another one by Josh Wise.
Wise with a beautiful low shot from just below the blue line. Got onto it well, just fired the puck in the net. It's the right thing to do in that situation. Just take that shot at the net, make the goalie work, make the goalie move. Sometimes the goalie doesn't see it. There was a lot of traffic in front of the net. And I think in that situation, poor Jackson Tate didn't see that one coming until it was way too late. And Wisey's shot had quite a lot on it and went straight in. Good sustained pressure there. It was Rob Power who set it up to start with. And then away they went. Brooks Keane too involved in that play. She should hopefully get an assist on that as well, I think. We'll see. Swayze's now 5-2.
Hellfish get it out of the zone, attempt to bring it up to the boards. Is picked up by the Swayzes, but there is another turnover. As dangerous. Do they get it in? Was that in? No, it's covered by Shu. That was a dangerous play. Just that backhand didn't quite make it past the pads and glove of Shu.
Abramovic will be ruining that one. He had wide open net, just couldn't quite finish it off. It was an absolute A-grade scoring opportunity. He'd be pretty disappointed he didn't manage to get that past. Zoo was well out of it, but managed to get something in the way in the end.
Still maintaining possession in the slot and going to dump it down behind the goal, behind the net. Hazies have possession deep in their own zone. Bring it up to the boards, and they are going to skate it out. The pass goes awry, and that is turnover. It is a 1-0. Will they get it in? That is a goal!
This time Abramovic makes amends for that earlier missed opportunity and does almost exactly the same play. This time manages to get the backhander over the top of Zoo, and on the way back to the bench he manages to knock over Hellfish entirely accidentally.
Swooped right in on that turnover in the...
We'll see that on the replay there. Zoo just caught by the backhander. It was a nice shot through flailing arms and legs, and we have a 5-3, so just a 2-goal lead now to the Swayzes with just under 2 minutes to play in the second period. We have ourselves a game.
Swayzes with possession, passing it up to the wing. They are now skating it into their own zone, going for a shot, doesn't quite make it to the net. Getting those attempted shots in, and now the Hellfish with possession out of the zone to the wing, who is skating up with some speed as well along the edge of the boards. That is a keep in across the ice, east-west, into the corner.
Lisa McKinnon was out there looking for the stretch pass. This is a common play the hat-trick Swayzes like to do it. They'll set up the weak side winger very far away on the far side looking for that stretch pass. It can work sometimes, but it's not all that successful play on a lot of occasions because that winger is standing still. And you'll see Rob Power, he saw Lisa out there and he just basically waited. And then when she got close to the puck, he just went and took it off her. So it's one of those plans which can sometimes work when you're already winning. But in this circumstance, I don't think it's probably the best bet at the moment for the Hellfish to use as their attacking play. But it's up to them. They can play the game they want.
Hellfish with possession from that offside face-off. But now back to the Swayzes who ring it up around the boards. It is a clear zone entry.
So they're doing it again. They've got that winger on the far side waiting for the stretch pass. So they try to get the pass across and he gets picked off time after time.
Now that was a good attempted shot, but it was blocked in the slot by a Hellfish player. Will cross the slot into the corner. Hellfish having a bit of trouble, and now it's going back in, skating back into the slot by Power. Who's down low, gets it round, attempted. Oh, and another goal from the hat-trick Swayzes. And that one came off an assist from Power. I'm just trying to get the goal scorer for that one.
So we'll see this on the replay. A nice shot into traffic, and that occasion the Swayzes had good numbers in the slot, in close to the net. And Rob Power managed to get the pass across. And that ends the second period. We're very close to ending the second period. In fact, it is the end of the second period. And we have a 6-3 lead to the hat-trick Swayzes. Certainly not what anyone would have expected throughout the season, or indeed through this game with the over the score.
This game is our canvas.
Our choice, our freedom.
It's my way.
And mine.
And mine.
And mine.
It's the only way. The ice doesn't discriminate.
It doesn't see color or gender.
All it sees is 60 minutes of pure effort.
A pure fun.
On the ice, we might be enemies.
But in the end, we're all allies.
This game's for everyone.
No matter who you are,
No matter where we're from, we're all ready to hit the ice.
But the Hellfish have it back. Hazy's once again going into the O-zone. Bit of backhand pass into the high slot, but the Hellfish managed to pick that one up and skate it out of the zone straight through center ice. Dump it back in. And it goes down deep into the Hazy zone, who then ring it around the boards up to their wing, who is now skating with speed across the... Nope, sorry, where's the puck?
Right down the other end. So Rob
Thank
Power
you.
doing the right thing. You can see him just rim the puck out, play it all the way down the other end. That runs 30 seconds off the clock no matter what happens. And every 30 seconds they takes away more scoring opportunities for the Hellfish. They are playing for their chance to get to a grand final, so the loser of this game is out for the season. The winner gets to play the grand final on Saturday against the Feisty Lizards.
All right, Beck winning a great puck battle there, with speed into the zone. Goalie is there to cover that one up below the pads. They're digging for it. It is not called dead, and it is finally called dead. Dangerous play there.
Referee perhaps a little slow there to pick up on the puck being buried underneath the goalie. I'm sure you, Zoe, would have been a little bit disappointed in how long it took for that whistle to be blown if that was you. But the referee sees it the way they see it, and we are merely interested spectators in their definition of reality. So what they see is what happens, as is always the case. At some point, the Hellfish will have to pull their goalie, but it's a little early for that yet with 14 minutes and 25 seconds to play.
Early, and they did get those 3 goals in the second period, so they do have the potential to do that one again. And it is in their O-zone. Will they keep this one in? They will, into the slot to the Hazies, who don't manage to keep possession, and they get it back in deep, the Hellfish. Goalie coming out there for a little attempted tap. Pass it up to the Swayzes, but the battle does not get it out just yet. Now, finally, the zone is cleared, and there is a dangerous pass. Oh, there's a shot. And the, Tate gets a great save there.
Tate makes a save to keep the
Power's
Hellfish in this game.
dangerous shot.
He desperately needed to do that. If the you've got to say if the Swayzes got a goal now, you'd be thinking it was pretty much all over for the Hellfish. But that save there by Tate keeps them in the game. Now you can see the Swayzes just taking their time to come up for the face-off. They're not in a rush. They're just taking a few extra seconds off the clock. It's a little bit of gamesmanship. They've got to be careful they don't overdo it or they will get done for delay the game.
Not quite clean, and now it is out of the zone. Slow through the neutral zone and up. Right back down. It is cleared from icing. So they will go in a little bit of pressure on that one. Bring it up. Clean pass to the wing, who passes it across neutral zone, the neutral ice. And now they've got speed. The Hellfish have speed into their zone.
Wilson in the corner makes a pass across the front. There's traffic. Puck bobbling loose, but Courtney Waters there looks like she's got possession. Tries to clear the puck around from the back, but it's still stuck behind the net. Jacob Ralkins goes to get the puck again. Tries to put it across in the slot. But, Kate Wales, they're not quite able to get the shot on. She's being well marked there by Rob Power, who now gets the puck. A little bit of a deke around. Bit risky with his puck play, but he manages to clear the puck and he's moving down the centre ice now. He's got numbers. It's a 3-on-2 to the Swayzes. Tries to make the pass. Intercepted. Has another go.
Great save there from Tate. Just, I believe, with the stick just below the blocker. And Hellfish manage now with speed. It's almost 2-on-1, but now it's 2-on-2 as they're entering the zone. A bit of a flip of the puck to get a shot on goal.
It was a big juicy rebound in the front, but no, Hellfish there were able to take advantage of it. As Swayze's a little bit lucky to get away with that one. You need a little bit of luck in this game.
Pass up, goes to the Hellfish, low in the neutral zone, who is skating it through back into the hazy zone. Defense is set up.
Power's clearance intercepted there by Demi. More loose puck around the front, but Power cleans it up for the Swayze. He's looking for taking his time, clears it up the zone, but picked off by Lentini. And the Hellfish with another chance. But this time Power has it up through the top of the defensive zone. He's got time and space. He's looking a little bit tired, but he gets past most of the D, but he's driven into the corner. Swayze's there in number, but Hellfish back there as well to clean it up.
A little bit of question from Tate, whether they're going to get that puck. Decides to be a netminder and mind the net instead. And now the Hellfish have possession, almost a 1-0. There's a shot. It is a save from Shu there. Patrick Swayze is trying to skate it back behind the goal, get it across, but there is no one there into the corners. Now it's a 2 Hellfish down there, down low. And Swayze's pass across ice and get it out of their own zone.
So Lisa McKinnon
with
there,
possession.
a little bit lucky she didn't get called for a slap shot. In C grade, you're not allowed to slap shot the puck, and it did look like she almost lined one up. As long as you keep the blade of the puck below your knee, it's okay, but it was pretty close. The problem with that shot is it gives the goalie a lot of time. And they see it coming, and you're a goalie, you know. When a player lines up for a slappy, you're like, I know it's coming.
Well, I know it's not coming in my direction in this level most of the time, but those A-grade shots can certainly hurt. Not that I play A-grade, sorry.
It's all relative. And we have an extra player on the ice there for the... Looks like the Hat-Trick Swayzes are going to be done for an extra player on the ice. They've just mucked up a change. Now what this is doing, though, is this is running the clock down. There's a little bit of a time delay. They've got pinged for too many players on the ice. Someone has anyway. It looks like it might be... No, it just keeps to run the clock down. So they've lost a minute, and that plays into the Hat-Trick Swayzes' hands as the Hellfish net was the Hellfish who are caught with an extra player on the ice. So they'll get the power play. This is not what the Hellfish needed.
Absolutely not.
So they will be down to 4, and the Swayzes with 5 with 9 minutes and 30 seconds to play.
Dangerous in the high slot there. Backhand shot is also another save. Oh, a cross. And it is behind the net. A couple of diving saves there from Tate. Swayze's keeping it at the blue line. And now they're going back in. They got what's it called? A skate, in fact, on that one. Hellfish send it up. Attempted icing, but now they've got possession. They're going to go in. They've got to score some goals. So they zone entry.
Ash Elliott taking the puck in around the side, but only as far as middle ice. Peck now gets a chance for a shot.
Dangerous.
Loose
a
and bobbling
rebound.
around.
Oh, that was a great scoring opportunity. Not quite on the rebound, but it is back right into the slot.
And that's going to be a slap shot. I'm surprised they're being allowed to get away with that because that was most definitely a slap shot
being a little
by
bit
Ash Elliott, and it is against the rules in C grade.
Generous with those
But
calls.
perhaps the referees have forgotten that rule.
It is a great slap shot though, but
It's
illegal. Ooh, bit of a fall there, unfortunately, but the Hazies circling around with possession, counting those seconds down, and they are going to go for another campaign up the ice into the Hellfish zone.
So Hellfish, remember, they're on the penalty kill at the moment. There's only 4 of them on the ice, whereas the Swayzes have 5 for another 35 seconds. You can see the Hellfish now really trying to look for those stretch passes. They do need to take risks on this penalty kill. They've got to try and score goals. They nearly did with Ash Elliott earlier. They're really going for that stretch pass. But Swayze's back in numbers.
The Swayzes now back up ice. Into the zone. There is 10 seconds left on the penalty. And Hellfish back with possession. And they are entering the zone strongly. Bramovic, another shot, a save from Davis Shue.
And the penalty kill is now over. The power play concluded for the Swayzes. They didn't score, but they prevented the score against them, and that's the main thing, despite a couple of good, almost short-handed goals there by the Hellfish. But almost don't count.
Hellfish up to another zone entry. One-on-one goes behind the goal. Swayze send it up. Skating. Now this is developing into a 1-on-0, going for a shot almost. Not quite making it to the net.
Beautiful back tap there by Jacob Ralston, who cut off the option and came back down the middle of the ice and just took the play away there from the Swayzes player on the rush. And with 6 minutes and 40 seconds to go, 6 goals to the Swayzes to 3 to the Hellfish. So it's looking grim for the Hellfish now. They're going to need to take some big risks to win this game.
They sure will. Ringing it up the boards. It is kept in by the Hellfish D. In the hash marks, a bit of a scuffle goes to the Swayzes, who will choose to ring it back behind the goal around the boards.
That's Rob Power
Little
again,
slow
just making
means
that time.
A turnover again towards the hash. Good body positioning there from Power.
Jacob Ralston there on the blue line for the Swayzes, but Power this time doesn't clear the puck. It's up to Ralston again, tries to get a shot, but he's blocked. And that's Uli there making no space. And now it's Beck who gets a chance to make himself some room, but he's covered nicely by Swayze's defence. Ralston on the point calling for it, doesn't get the puck. Beck moves around behind, tries to find that pass. Ralston comes across, takes the shot, but it is cleared out by the Swayzes.
And they are going down the ice into the corner now. It was almost a 1-on-0, but the Hellfish did manage to race their way back.
And we are down to 5 minutes and 30 seconds to go with this 3-goal margin to the Swayzes. What will the Hellfish do to give themselves a chance to lengthen their season by one more game, take themselves to the grand final on Saturday if they can?
We'll keep in on the blue line, gets it into the slot. A bit hard to get that strong shot on the backhand, and Tate covers it up. 25 shots he has faced so far.
So what this does is it runs more time off the clock, which plays into the hands of the hat-trick Swayzes. They've got a 3-goal lead and 5 minutes to play. It's not an insurmountable margin, but it's difficult, especially in C grade, when we know that they're mostly beginner players. They don't usually have great shots, and sooner or later the ref's going to work out that slap shots are against the rules in C grade.
Going for almost a shot on goal there. Hellfish get possession back, but pass it into the slot. Hellfish getting through the slot, out of the zone with speed. Abramovic enters the zone. He's on his backhand. Is he going for the backhand shot into the slot? Looking for the rebound, but doesn't quite make it on net.
Lisa McKinnon was there. She just couldn't quite get a stick on it and tip it in. It was a nice pass across the net there by Abramovic.
Battle gets it cross ice, way down. That was a Hellfish touch-up, so that is not icing.
So in either case, it plays into
Oh, it's
the
in the
hands
ref.
of the
Oh, no.
Swayzes. The Swayzes can just keep dumping the puck down the other end now, and every time they do it, they'll get 20 seconds. And that's all they need to do.
Bit of a keep in there by the ref, and the Swayzes, look, it happens. They're all over the place all the time. They've got to be able to see everything. And down low, Hellfish attempted pass, does get it out. Now Abramovich again, down with speed. Good pressure there from Young.
Young loses his footing, but puck moves across the front. Zoo makes a good piece of positional play.
Stick in the way of that one, and the Hazies are back on out. Battle there. Hazies get possession.
Just
And
over 3 minutes to play with that 3-goal margin to the Swayzes. They've raised their hand up for something. Not sure. No, it was an offside, but that's clear.
Hellfish entry. Gets deep.
Savic made the play, and she's
By
got
the
herself
goal line.
in
Into the slot.
Beck tries the shot, has another go,
And they get a
Hellfish.
goal!
Beck
And
there brings the Hellfish back to a 2-goal deficit. You'll see here on the replay, they bring the puck in, there's that loose player, Demi Savic, just floating in the slot, creating a little bit of confusion. And Beck takes advantage of that rebound and manages to shove the puck past past David Sue. And we have a 2-goal margin with 2 minutes and 40 seconds to play. What this means is that for the last 2 minutes, we will go to stop time. So the advantage of dumping the puck down the other end and just killing time will not apply with a 2-goal deficit, assuming the timekeepers remember.
Hazies with possession, skating it up and out of the zone, pass along the boards, and that one is icing. Hellfish will be looking to not waste much time with this one, so they are going to flip it right back up to their winger, who was waiting, and that's not going to be icing, so they're going to put a lot of pressure on this D right now.
Well, Power just floats back, moves around Samek, gives himself lots of space and time, and he just elects to dump it all the way down to the stretch. Finds Wise.
It is contested, however, and
Just under 2 minutes to play with a 2-goal margin.
goes back deep into the Hellfish zone.
It's pretty tired by this stage in the third period. It is late in the game. It's 1 minute and 30 seconds to play. Everyone's tired, including Zoe, keeping up with the game. It's not easy, is it? As the puck down deep for the Swayzes looking to cement their lead. If they can score a goal now, it will be all over for the Hellfish. But the Hellfish are still in it.
Was that a goal?
Yeah,
it was, in fact, a goal. There you go.
So that will pretty much make it impossible for the Hellfish to win this one now. A 3-goal lead. That means there is no longer a stop of the clock when the game pauses. What happens in these finals with 2 minutes to go, if there's a 2-goal margin or less, the clock will stop with 2 minutes to go. But that's not the case now. The clock now under a minute and a 3-goal lead to the Hat-Trick Swayzes. It's 7-4. The Hellfish, I don't think it's possible for them to bring it back from here, especially with a delayed face-off running the clock down more. We're going to have 40 seconds to play as the puck play through
have
now.
pulled their goalie now that they've managed to get out of their zone.
It's going to be all over by the shouting, I think.
Try and get that one back up for a final. They've got 30 seconds. Getting a shot on, hits the post. Swayze's shooting it up, looking to get that empty netter. Does ice the puck, but they do have 20 seconds remaining, so I can't imagine they're too worried about that. Hellfish passing it right up along the boards. Swayzes get possession back. Bit of a scuffle. We've got 10 seconds on the clock in the neutral zone. Hazies go for another empty netter, and Hellfish get possession deep. They are skating around the boards, and that is game over for the Hellfish.
So the Hellfish winning that one in the end, 7-4, 27 shots to 21. So not a huge margin in terms of the shots. Throughout the first period, those first 3 goals that the Swayzes got, they probably took the Hellfish well and truly by surprise. They wouldn't have expected that, certainly with the 2 games they had through the season where they won. But as you know, Zoe, only too well, in this game, any dog can have its day. And today it was the Hat-Trick Swayzes. Goals 2 who scored the goals today. We had goals in the first, Jason Sandy with 2, once assisted by Dan Peterson, second by Josh Wise, and Hawkins from Fry scored the 3rd goal in the first, all to the Hat-Trick Swayzes. In the second, the Hellfish got themselves back in the game a little bit. Josh Wise got one short-handed, which is a bit of a heartbreaker for the Hellfish. They desperately needed to score there. And then Beck, which took it up to 5-0. But Tess Wilkinson also scored, and then Josh Wise again, and Abramovich scored, and Sandy scored again for the for the Swayzes. It's all a little bit confused here on the score sheet. And Beck in the third for the Hellfish got one in with Ash Elliott and Demi Savick. And then Sandy got one back for the hat-trick Swayzes. Penalties, Jet Beck for cross-checking, and the Hellfish with a 2-minute minor for too many players. And Jason Sandy for the Swayzes got 2 for tripping. Shots on the net, 28 to the Swayzes, 21 to the Hellfish. That is the end of the season for the Hellfish, so they get to go and ponder next season. And the hat-trick Swayzes will be up on Saturday against the Feisty Lizards. The Feisty Lizards did finish on top of the ladder in C1, and they are absolutely the team to beat. But as we know, Zoe, anyone can win a game, and what's happened throughout the season doesn't make any difference whatsoever in finals. It depends very much on how you show up. So we will be back on Saturday, September the 9th at 7:45 p.m. for the grand final between the hat-trick Swayzes and the Feisty Lizards. Who's going to win it? I don't know. Can the Swayzes steal the trophy from the jaws of the Lizards? There's only one way to find